Hey, what if I told you that the same $100 can feel like pocket change in one country and like a mini kingdom in another? Today, we'll travel the world with $100 in your pocket and see exactly what it buys. From cheap street food feasts to surprise splurges. I picked 10 countries with very different price tags so you get a real sense of buying power. Stick around. One of these countries will let you eat out for over 50 meals on $100. And you might be shocked which one it is. 1. United States, the baseline. If you land in the US, the easiest comparison is a cheap restaurant meal. The average inexpensive meal is about $20, which means $100 buys approximately 5 inexpensive meals. Or flip it, $100 will cover a decent mid-range dinner for 2, roughly $76 on average, and leave you with change for dessert. So in the US, $100 is great for a night out, but it won't stretch into a long vacation. Want to know which country turns $100 into a month's food budget? Wait for point number 5. 2. United Kingdom, pub nights and a theater vibe. In the UK, $100 converts to roughly £74. Rates vary. With an average cheap meal at around £15, $100 buys about 4 to 5 pub-style meals, or one nice pub meal plus a cheap theater ticket in a smaller city. London will cost more. The rest of the UK stretches that $100 further. Think a pound in London is the same as a pound in Leeds? I'll show you why location matters in a minute. 3. Japan, sushi, convenience, and tiny splurges. In Japan, a basic meal at a small restaurant averages about 1,000 yen. With $100 approximately equals 14,700 yen, you can get around 14 inexpensive meals, or a couple of very good sushi bowls, or one full omakase experience in a mid-range place if you concentrate the spend. Japan's quality to price is fantastic. Smaller bowls and local spots give you real value. Later, I'll show a country where $100 equals over 50 meals, and it's in the same region as Japan. Guess which one? 4. Germany. Sausages, beer, and efficient travel. In Germany, an inexpensive meal is roughly 15 euros. Converting $100 gets you about 85 euros, so that's approximately 5 to 6 meals. That same $100 can also cover several train rides between small towns or a solid night of beer and sausages at a local beer garden. Europe-style value for combined food plus culture. Stick around, one country will let you buy more than a whole month of groceries for $100. And it's not Germany. 5. India. Street food festival. This is a dramatic one. In India, an inexpensive meal averages about 220 rupees, approximately $2.48. Since $100 is approximately 8,865 rupees, you could buy around 40 local inexpensive meals, often more if you stick to street food stalls. That $100 could also cover groceries for weeks or several domestic train rides. If you want the most meals per dollar, India is up there. Want the exact place where $100 gets you 50 plus meals? We hit that next, and it's another Southeast Asian surprise. 6. Mexico, tacos, mercados, and a long afternoon. In Mexico, a basic restaurant meal in many cities is about 200 Mexican pesos, approximately $10.09. So $100 converts to approximately 1,830 Mexican pesos, which buys about 9 inexpensive meals. That gets you many tacos and mercados runs, or a couple of weekend day tours. Mexico is where $100 buys authentic experiences without breaking the bank. Can you guess whether $100 would buy more food in Vietnam or Mexico? Wait till you see the next few entries. 7. Indonesia. Island eats and serious stretch. Big surprise. In parts of Indonesia, think local warung food. An inexpensive meal is around 30,000 Indonesian rupiah. With $100 approximately 1,665,000, 900 Indonesian rupiah, that's about 55 inexpensive meals. Yes, 50 plus. That means $100 can fuel you for days if you eat locally, and still leave room for cheap island-hopping ferries or a few beers on Bali. This is one of the highest meals per dollar counts on the list, but wait till you see number 8. Another Southeast Asian country keeps pace. 8. Vietnam. Coffee, PHO, and huge bang for your buck. In Vietnam, a basic restaurant meal is roughly 50,000 Vietnamese dong, and with $100 approximately 2,640,000 Vietnamese dong, that's about 52 inexpensive meals. Close to Indonesia. $100 covers daily PHO and Cafe Suaja for a week or more, and gives you extra for scooter rentals and museum entries. Vietnam is a dream for budget travelers. 2 Southeast Asian countries on consecutive points deliver 50-plus meals on $100. Which one would you choose for a foodie trip? 9. Brazil, churrasco and samba nights. In Brazil, an inexpensive meal is often around 30 reais. With $100 approximately equals 532 reais, you're looking at about 17 inexpensive meals. That could be several churrasco nights split among friends, plus a caipirinha or two. In larger cities, the nightlife and live music make that $100 stretch into a memorable evening or two. Brazil gives far more meals per $100 than the US. But how does it compare to South Africa? Up next. 10. South Africa. Braai, markets, and a nature day. In South Africa, a typical inexpensive meal is about 170 rand. With $100 approximately 1,720 rand, that's about 10 meals. Enough for a few braai outings plus a museum entrance or a day trip. $100 can fund a strong local experience, food, drinks, and a guided market visit. Which country offered the best meals per dollar? Spoiler, it was Indonesia, followed closely by Vietnam. If you're traveling on a budget, those two should top your list. So, what's the big picture? In wealthier economies, US, UK, Japan, Germany, $100 buys a handful of restaurant meals or one nice night out. In many parts of Asia and Latin America, the same $100 stretches much further, often into dozens of meals and multiple local experiences. If your goal is eating local food and stretching a travel budget, aim for Indonesia, Vietnam, or India. If you want one memorable night, the US, UK, or Japan deliver different kinds of value: quality, comfort, experience. If you enjoyed this little global shopping trip, hit like, subscribe, and comment below. Which country surprised you the most? Want a follow-up where I show $500 in the same countries? Or a deep dive into accommodation instead of meals? Tell me which.